Hi everyone, I'm Ersson, your current ILEA-NCC president. It's great to be here with you on our new newsletter, newsreel format. I know there's been a lot going on in California. Our hearts go out to anyone who's been affected by the wildfires. If you want to donate money to the relief fund, you visit California Community Foundation Wildfire Relief Fund. You can also donate to the Search Foundation, who helps event professionals in need, and we hope everyone is staying safe out there. We have a lot of events coming up in September and October, like one every week. But I'm super excited about our gala on October 20th, and we are still looking for sponsors. So if you want to be involved in our first ever virtual explosion of entertainment and fun, please visit our website and fill out our sponsorship form.
Hey everyone, Tommie here. We've got a really fun mix of programs coming up this month. First of all, don't forget to join past President RJB for Coffee Talk every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. on Zoom. It's a great way to connect with our community in a fun and casual way, and everyone's welcome. Look out for our new networking mixer called Chat Roulette starting on September 9th. You'll get to network one-on-one and in group setting, talking about various topics. Mark your calendars for September 15th. We have our first trivia night hosted by Geeks Who Drink. This is a quiz competition in the style of pub trivia, and we'll be including some industry-related questions. Could be some drinking going along there too. You don't want to miss it. On September 17th, board member Susan Scheinkopf will be hosting another one of her popular virtual cooking classes, inspired by her Southeast Asia travels. This month, she'll be teaching us how to make delicious, crispy Vietnamese crepes. On September 30th, we're really excited to kick off our new series, Mind, Body, and Balance. This is a great opportunity for us to learn some amazing self-care techniques to make us feel more balanced and centered. Keep an eye out for that one. And finally, registration for our virtual gala on October 20th is opening soon. Here's a quick preview.
My name is Elizabeth Nutting, CSEP. I'm the immediate past chair for ILEA Canada, and my day job is working at a company called Production Canada, where we do both event logistics and operations and management, as well as custom scenic carpentry.
I'm Joel Olendeska. I am the chair-elect for ILEA Canada, and during the day I am with SOS Charging Solutions. We provide mobile device charging at events and help bring people together by doing that.
ILEA Canada is essentially an RVP, so we have a board of directors of 5 people, and we oversee the ILEA Canada chapters. That's ILEA Toronto, ILEA Calgary, ILEA Edmonton, and ILEA Vancouver.
Should we just do a cross-country tour? Should we do that?
I would love that. I would love that.
From Vancouver Island, you have their capital city, which is Victoria. And around Victoria, you have just amazing beaches that are right on the ocean. Granville Island is a very popular place in Vancouver. English Bay. Next province over would be Alberta. And you have the capital city, which is Edmonton, which is one of our Canadian chapters. A city that's very well known for their hockey. They've got a great festival season every year. 3 hours south of Edmonton is where I'm based out of, which is Calgary. We hosted ILEA Live 2017, so a few years ago. We got to showcase a number of different things like the Calgary Stampede, which is our 10 days of the greatest outdoor show on earth. Not too far from Calgary are the mountains, which we cannot take for granted. They're beautiful. The fourth chapter in Canada would be Toronto. I'm gonna let Liz take over for Toronto because that's where she recently moved from.
So I think Toronto is the largest city in Canada, certainly worth visiting for a number of reasons. The Raptors, of course, are one good reason. They're doing a great job this season and they won last season. And there's a really great food scene in Toronto. There's a ton of different neighborhoods that are worth checking out. Little Italy, the Chinatown. There's a neighborhood called the Distillery District, which is really great for somewhat high-end shopping. A couple of really delicious restaurants there. So most of the country is around phase 3, is what it's called in our different provinces. It's reopened to some degree. BC is very strict compared to some other provinces. We are only allowed events both inside and outdoors with 50 people. And when people started to catch on to drive-ins and they thought this was a great new plan, BC restricted it to 50 cars as well. So while you can eat at restaurants, dine indoors and out, can go shopping, events are still not back. People are really focused on micro events and they're taking advantage of that 50-person number and finding ways to creatively use that number. Vancouver and Calgary both participated in the Canadian Special Events Awards. We actually had in-person awards shows and we were part of a general streaming option. So my event in Vancouver in particular had, I think, 44 people were allowed because they had 6 staff at the venue. It was beautifully done, really well laid out, had the different wristbands and stuff that you'd started to see, the red, yellow, and green that we had started to see come around.
At our live event for the Canadian Special Event Awards, we had 49 in attendance. So it was one below the limit for indoor events. Outdoor events are a bit different. You can have up to 100 in a social type of gathering, 200 in a seated, so theater style.
Just start following ILEA Toronto, ILEA Vancouver, ILEA Calgary, and ILEA Edmonton, and you'll see what sessions they have.
My name is Heidi Hughett, and I am the owner of Kosai Couture in Carmel, California, and I am one of the 3 founding members of the California Events Coalition. The California Events Coalition is a group of event professionals who have come together to advocate for our industry. We felt like we had been left out of the conversation, and there was no drop-down tabs when we were searching for funding. There was no mention of our industry in the opening guidelines in many counties, and it just came out of frustration. And we have the lovely support of the Live Events Coalition for the country, the national, and so they really have helped guide us. Our hopes are kind of 3 parts. It's funding, especially for gig workers and people who can't get unemployment right now. The second is to really request a seat at the table with the governor and for him to listen that this bi-county opening is really stressful for the state. It's causing a lot of heartache and a lot of issues and a lot of miscommunication. And we'd really like to be able to have that seat at the table to kind of give him our advice on what we would do as an industry. We're working on guidance right now that we're going to present to him. And then the third piece is really just bringing awareness to what's happening. I mean, so many of us have spent our careers being behind the scenes, and it's time for us to come forward. So for those of you who wish to get involved, there's many ways to do so. You can go to our website, CaliforniaEventsCoalition.com. There is a join page which will show you first to join the website so that you'll get our newsletters. We send them out weekly. And then there's also an opportunity to send a national letter and a state letter. And it's really easy. It takes 5 minutes. You click on it, it sends it to the appropriate people. And this is really requesting that funding and the seat at the table. There's also volunteer opportunities. Right now, we are looking still to fill in a few counties. We have a county page that does opening per county in the state. So we have monitors all over the state right now. There's still a few counties that need to be filled in. So if you want to be the person who checks in with us and lets us know if the health department has updated what's allowed in your county, that's a real easy way to help.
Hey, this is Chris Koenig, Sales and Business Development Manager with Giants Enterprises. We've all been experiencing this global pandemic and what it's done to our industry. So we took, I'd say, a big step back and tried to kind of almost hover over Oracle Park and figure out what we had inside that we might be able to use in a totally reimagined setting. I honestly really feel like the definition of hybrid events is evolving every day. We're now thinking of hybrid specifically in terms of incorporating our actual venue into virtual events. So, for example, we've hosted a few programs where we've had actual pieces of the event happening on site in some of our venues, like the Gotham Club or the Cloud Club. We've done a few live and pre-recorded cocktail demos to kind of spice up some food and beverage experiences, and looking at some of our other venues, our field, for example, as a way to create some content to get people away from the Zoom screen and into a sort of different dimension of engagement.
Hi, my name is Noelle Schulenberg, and I am the sales coordinator with Giants Enterprises. Hybrid events, to us is really, taking advantage of the resources that we have available to us and wanting to create an immersive experience while you're at home, but as well as in person for, in-person hybrid events. So we wanted to find a way to create the experience of being at the ballpark when you're at home. And so we've actually been working on these interactive at-home kits that its purpose is to excite the senses and transport you to the ballpark. So adding items such as a little jar of the grass that's taken from the field, or recipes incorporate food that's taken from the garden in center field. So certain items that really make you nostalgic and want to be at the ballpark when that's not available at this time.
Giants Enterprises is the team behind the team. First and foremost, I'm really grateful that there is a baseball season this year, even if it looks a little bit different without fans. We are leading the league in cardboard cutouts. I heard yesterday we have over 15,000 cardboard cutouts in the ballpark right now, which is awesome. With that baseball season that's been happening, we're fortunate that we were able to reopen the ballpark, working with the City of San Francisco and Department of Public Health, and put in all of our new health and safety protocols to get that up and running.
Just to add to that, I think we are fortunate being a part of the MLB and already having these safety policies and regulations in place. So it's something that we will absolutely be an expert at when we do start hosting events after the season. And then I think that with this current climate, we are able to work more collaboratively with our clients and being able to work together to create an event that works during this time, but then also is engaging and fun and lively for all of their attendees. We are thankful that we have, a venue that is both indoor and outdoor, so we can do a lot with that open space on the field. We have hosted movie nights in the past. We've had fantastic holiday parties and fall programs. And so just looking forward to being able to work with clients and coming up with something that's unique for all of their attendees. Go Giants!
Here are 5 tips on how to own the room in Zoom. First, practice looking at the camera to really connect, instead of looking at all the different participant boxes. This way, people will feel as though you're connecting directly with them. 2, make a conscious effort to smile. Bring your warmest heart. You'd be surprised how many people on Zoom have a a longer face. Tip 3 is 3 in 1. Speak slowly, clearly, and loud enough. A lot of people try to talk, you don't have to sing, I don't know, what's he saying? Clarity sends a message that you're aware of others' needs and also gives you authority. 4, watch your posture and alignment. If you slouch, you might come across as a slouch. Imagine a cord pulling from the top of your head, lifting you up, opening your rib cage, and lengthening your muscles. And 5, have a clear idea of what you want to say, so you don't run on repeating, restating, rehashing, and rewording your point. I'm Heather Rogers, and these are your 5 tips on how to own the room in Zoom.